I'm hanging upside down from my own desk chair. The poor thing's wheel caught in the sleeve of my hoodie like it's trying to strangle me. I'm pretty sure if chairs could smirk, this one would be doing it right now. I mean, who knew that buying a desk chair could turn into a hostage situation? Not me, obviously, but here we are. So how did a perfectly innocent purchase, just a simple ergonomic upgrade to save my sad, slouchy spine, turn into this bizarre, low-budget horror movie starring me and a chair that apparently moonlights as a wrestler? It started on a quiet Sunday afternoon when I decided I was finally done sitting on a rickety old plastic throne that felt like it was designed by medieval torture experts. My back was staging a rebellion, and honestly, it was winning. So naturally, I went online and found the holy grail of chairs, the kind influencers rave about with their perfect posture and subtle I work from home vibe. The box arrived looking suspiciously heavy for something mostly made of air and fabric. I unboxed it expecting some kind of sleek, modern throne. Instead, I got a pile of parts that looked like IKEA exploded in slow motion. The manual was this cryptic cartoon nightmare. Arrows pointing in impossible directions, instructions that said things like align the hip joint with the temporal groove, which, spoiler, made no sense because chairs don't have hips. Or do they? I dove in, armed with an Allen wrench, in a naive belief that this would be straightforward. 2 hours later, I was wrestling with what I thought was the backrest, but might have been the chair's existential crisis. The screws? Not just screws. These were micro screws that vanished into a black hole under my bed the moment they left my fingers. I spent more time on the floor digging for screws than actually assembling anything. It was like a cruel treasure hunt, except the treasure was just more screws. At one point, I tried to sit on it to test stability, and the seat launched me like a carnival ride gone wrong. I went airborne, landed halfway under my desk, and the chair spun around like it was taunting me. The wheels moved like little saboteurs, refusing to stay still. It wasn't just a chair, it was a tiny wheeled menace. This is when the absurdity took a turn for the worst. The pneumatic lift, the thing that makes the chair go up and down, decided to fire off randomly, shooting me about 6 inches into the air every time I shifted my weight. Each bounce was like a reminder that this chair was a ticking bomb of pain and humiliation. I swear I heard it whispering, "Sit forever," which is a terrifying thought because I was pretty sure the chair wanted to imprison me, not support me. So there I was, a grown adult in a battle of wills with a $150 chair, thinking about how humans invented sitting and then invented torture devices disguised as furniture. I realized that maybe this was a metaphor for life. We all want comfort and ease, but sometimes the pursuit of those things comes with unexpected resistance, like a chair fighting back because it knows we're lazy and deserve a little chaos. I finally wrestled the chair into some semblance of a shape and sat down, only to have it collapse under me with a squeak that sounded suspiciously like laughter. The chair wasn't just a piece of furniture, it was a personality, and that personality was passive-aggressive as hell. At this point, I was done. But in a way, I wasn't. Because despite the bruises, the flying screws, and the moments of existential despair, I kept coming back. I kept trying to tame the beast, like a weird, clumsy cowboy in a rodeo of office equipment. Anyway, that's where I am now. On the floor, contemplating whether chairs can plot against you, and if my back will ever forgive me. So there I was, sprawled on the floor, eyes watering, not from pain, but from pure soul-crushing defeat. The chair sat there, smug as ever, like it just delivered a knockout punch in a boxing match where I forgot to bring gloves. In a flash of inspiration, or maybe madness, I decided to fight fire with fire. If this chair wanted to be a beast, then I was going to tame it like some kind of domestic furniture whisperer. I grabbed the Allen wrench like a sword, tightened bolts with the desperation of a man trying to hold his life together, and slowly, very slowly, coaxed this mechanical monster into something resembling a functional seat. But every time I thought I had it, the chair would remind me it was still in charge. Like when the wheels suddenly started spinning out of control, turning my office into a scene from a slapstick comedy. Picture me flailing around like a newborn deer, trying to stop this rebellious throne from rolling me straight into the wall. The chair was basically the unholy love child of a roller coaster and a gremlin. At one point, I wondered if this chair was a secret agent sent to sabotage my productivity. It was clearly conspiring against me, sending me flying off mid-email, sending my coffee flying onto my keyboard, causing an emergency no water near electronics panic that lasted at least 10 minutes. But in the midst of this chaos, a weird thing happened. I started to laugh. Not the nervous, please don't break my back laugh, but a genuine, full-bodied laugh. Because really, what else could I do? Here I was, an adult human, being bested by a piece of furniture that was supposed to make life easier. And that's when it hit me. This chair was a perfect mirror of life itself. The things we buy to make our lives smoother, our bodies healthier, our days more comfortable, often come wrapped in a package of struggle, confusion, and outright absurdity. The shortcuts we seek, or just new roads filled with potholes shaped like Allen screws and unexpected challenges. Maybe this chair was trying to teach me a lesson about patience, about humility, about the ridiculousness of expecting anything to go smoothly, about accepting that sometimes the fight is worth it, not because you win, but because you keep getting on that damn chair. Or maybe it was just a chair with commitment issues. Either way, I survived. I'm still here, I still don't have perfect posture, and I've accepted that my ideal ergonomic throne might just be a fantasy best left on Instagram ads. So the next time you find yourself battling a humble household object, remember, it's not about defeating it. It's about embracing the chaos it brings, the laughter it forces out of you, in the strange little lessons hidden in the broken screws and squeaky wheels. And if you ever see me rolling across the floor in a chair that looks like it might come alive, just know I'm not defeated. I'm just, negotiating terms. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.